Hi, family fiction readers. It's Tamera Alexander, and I am here by invitation of Family Fiction to do a quick author reading from my upcoming release, Colors of Truth, the second full-length Carnton novel, which releases on July the 7th, only a couple months away. But before we get started, I will apologize very quickly for my Southern Irish accent. I did the best I could, but I promise you, the narrator that we have lined up, oh my word, y'all just wait. It is so great. I can't tell you yet, I don't think, because it's not public, but we are so excited about who's going to do the narration. It's from, I loved this narrator on another book, so anyway, I was so excited to be able to get her. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick reading, and then I'll catch you on the flip side at the end for some special news. Thanks. Bye. Colors of Truth by Tamera Alexander, Thomas Nelson Publishers. Dedication to all those who, like me, are drawn to cemeteries and the secrets they hold. Chapter 1, March 16, 1866, Franklin, Tennessee, 21 miles south of Nashville. Katrina held tight to her younger sister's arm, knowing better than to loosen her grip when surrounded by such tempting delights. For once, she could buy Nora almost anything a mercantile might offer to satisfy the desires of a 7-year-old girl's heart. But having spent the bulk of her life skimping and doing without, rarely knowing the contentment of a full belly, much less a full cupboard, not even the thick wad of bills Ryan had mailed back to the family in Ireland could persuade her cautious nature to yield to extravagance, not with so uncertain a future. "Let go of me cape, Catty." Nora pulled hard, her frown more severe than usual. "I'm only pining to take a keener look at her." "A keener look, you say?" Katrina kept her voice low, mindful of the busy mercantile, but especially of one man's scrutiny from behind the counter up front. The proprietor, she guessed, based on his close interest and the air of authority he wore. Apparently, store owners in the town of Franklin held the same low opinion of the Irish their counterparts in Nashville did. They hung the same shingles above their entryways, too. "No Irish need apply." But the sign just above that one outside, "No freedmen allowed," bothered her far more. The word freedman had been crossed off, and another word, a vile word, she'd learned upon disembarking in New York City, had been scratched into the wood. So much for a warm welcome to America and to Franklin, Tennessee. She tugged her sister closer, aware of other patrons looking their way. "Child, you're forgetting I know what a keener look from you is akin to." She shook her head. "Nay, you no more want to take a keener look at that doll than I want to travel in soot and cinder for another 3 days going." Nora again yanked hard in response and lunged for the porcelain doll propped against a vase atop a much too low shelf. The determined little scamp was surprisingly strong for one so wee, and the heat of her temper rivaled the flaming red of her hair. But Katrina held fast. While she didn't share the fiery Irish kiss of her sister's curls, her own hair a darker shade, she did share her temper and matched it full on. "Nora Emmeline O'Toole Critcher Olagogan," she whispered through clenched teeth. "You'll mind yourself, or we'll be having more than words when we get outside. Are you hearing me?" Nora glared up, her slender jaw set like granite. Not for the first time, Katrina felt more like the ma'am than the older sister, and with 17 years between them, no wonder. That feeling scared the starch right out of her wits, because she was no mother. A sister? Aye, she knew that role well enough, but she strongly suspected that Nora needed far more than she could give, and the girl deserved it. But one thing Katrina knew for certain. Experience had taught her to hold tight to her little sister, lest the cute rapscallion take to doing what she wanted to do instead of what she'd been told, much as she'd behaved on the voyage from Ireland. Recalling what could have happened brought Katrina a shudder. She'd crushed Nora to her that night, so grateful nothing worse had befallen her young sister in that dark corridor aboard the ship.
and so thankful that Ryan had insisted on teaching her how to handle the dagger he'd given her before he left for America with his 3 closest friends. Yet as relieved as she'd been once they'd safely made it back to their cabin, she'd also wanted to throttle Nora within an inch of her life for giving her such a fright. The mere recollection of the memory stoked her ire and sickened her stomach, and Katrina doggedly continued in the direction of the dry goods, half dragging her sister behind her.
So I hope you made it through the Southern Irish accent. The narrator that we have lined up for this project is so much better than I am. She really is phenomenal. I'm really grateful that we were able to snag her, so she'll do a much better job at that than I will, I know. Thank you for listening today, and I just wanted to let you know, every month I give away, I do reader giveaways on my website. It's just TameraAlexander.com, Tamera Alexander.com, and there's a button on the homepage, or go to bonus features and it'll take you directly to the giveaways. A couple of months ago I gave away 2 tear jars from Israel. Last month was a $100 value video Bible study from Christy McClellan called Jesus and Women. Oh my word, if you haven't done that yet, do that Bible study, Jesus and Women by Christy. It's absolutely phenomenal. But thank you, Family Christian readers. Thank you, Family Christian, for all you do to help people know about Christian fiction and to support Christian fiction. We love you guys and appreciate you so much, and we'll talk soon.